It's gonna.
Okay, so it's supposed to say recording in progress. I think it is recording.
Okay, I heard the voice say that the recording is now in progress, but
Okay, good. It was clipped off here. So this is the MoTown Square initial site walk on October 17, 2023. And Adam Vanderland with Link Up is the person that is conducting the site walk. So take it away. Now, I guess we should start at the front on Hall Street.
all right. So what I'll do here, Mark, is I'm walking north on Lafayette right now. And I'll just get a snap here. I don't know if I can, well, there we go. We'll zoom up here so you can see some street signage of Hall and Lafayette.
Okay, great.
Then I will back into, you'll see Maurice Townsend's residence here, right on the corner of Lafayette and Hall, which would be the northeast corner of the proposed project here of MoTown.
Okay. And then the other block over along Hall Street, that part is vacant. Is that correct?
That is. So what I'm doing now is I am walking west down Hall Street towards the alley that splits Lafayette and Cass. So we'll be coming up to, you can see kind of the gravel alley here that I'm coming up to. Now this gravel alley will be vacated and it will come into the southern portion of the proposed project.
So Adam, there's a power pole there.
There is.
Can you pan, is that just a overhead power or is there other stuff on there?
We have, looks like there'll be overhead power, and then we have also, I would imagine, some of the utilities, Comcast, AT&T, whoever the provider is here. And so this, we could get more information, more detail from Tower Pinkster and the general contractor, Orion Construction, to where we are with relocation with both the city and the utility company. So you can see this feeds across Hall Street. And so that has been in conversation for quite some time here on relocation and placement of these lines. So I'm doing kind of a circle around here now, looking back to Lafayette. So try to do this to not make anyone too dizzy while viewing.
No,
so,
your pan speed is very good.
All right, well, good. So yeah, that is said power pole, which feeds from across the north side of Hall Street.
Okay. And then as I remember, the building is along Hall Street.
It is. The main front entry will face Hall Street with parking in the rear, the south side. This is the vacant property here that splits in between the alley, which I believe is labeled as Lafayette Alley. And then we're coming up to Cass Street here shortly. And I'll zoom in. Fortunately, we don't have a street sign here on the south side, but I'll zoom in the north side so you can see the Cass Street signage. So this corner right here will be the corner of Hall and Cass. So as I spin around here, this will be the northwest corner of the project.
Hi.
Good morning. Hi. And yeah, then what I'll do here, Mark, is I'm gonna pan in and talk to one of the residents here. See if I can do this and keep it from shaking so much here. So you can see that it was Cass Hall right there.
Yeah, it's because you're Zoom, that's why.
Yeah, so that's
And you had too much coffee this morning.
yeah. I just had one cup, so it's and so yeah. That is once again. This is the corner of Hall and Cass. So I'm on a virtual call. I can talk to you after though. I'm parked right over here, right in front of Maurice's house here. So
Okay, I saw your car. I was just wondering what was going on.
yeah, I can come and talk to you and tell you all about it here. Probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes we'll be done.
Well, then I'll be gone with that.
Okay.
I just didn't know what you were doing.
Oh, no, this is part of the MoTown project. So if you're
okay.
familiar with that,
Yep,
you know,
I am.
we've been,
Okay,
talking to the
well,
community
wonderful.
and yeah, just we're just doing a little pre-construction virtual meeting here. So this gentleman doesn't have to fly all the way from California over here. So
Oh, why not?
we're using
No,
the blessings of technology
that's
here.
right.
So,
That's right.
yeah.
Okay, well, I will let you resume.
Okay.
Just,
And my name is Adam Vanderlaan. I'm with Link Up. So yeah. So if you have any questions, yeah, you can ask.
I was wondering, I knew the project was going on, but
yeah,
sometimes you get people, those one salespeople that want to buy all the property and da.
Oh right, no, I'm with Link Up, and yeah, we're just doing some of the pre-construction meetings here.
Wonderful.
So all right,
Okay,
okay, thank you.
Okay, Adam, if you can walk down Cass Street.
Yeah, yep, you bet. Good morning. So now I'm traveling down Cass Street, traveling south, which will lead us to the southern boundaries of the project.
Now, you just passed what looks like an electrical vault. Is that what that is? Oh, it's a gas vault.
Yes, yeah, and
I'm looking at the Alta survey and wondering what that tall thing is, but that's part of the vault, I guess. The event tower.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can just get up a little closer to what we're looking at here.
So
we've got,
it says that is going to remain. It shows the building, and it shows all that stuff staying there. It shows a door coming out right there next to where you're standing, and then you would walk across that vault thing. So
okay,
that's pretty weird. But
and I'm gonna spin this. This might be a little easier for me to hold this and do this video.
Oh, it sure looks better here.
Okay, well, good. Good, that's a little easier for me to hold on to this thing. You can use two hands instead of one. Cut down on the shaking business.
Okay, I guess those guys will have to learn to stop parking on the
yeah. So we've done several community meetings, and I'm getting as you can see, the resident who was very curious of what I'm doing out here, what I'm taking videos of. So
it shows the fence actually 7/10 of a foot into the wood deck there.
All right. So do you want to see something a little more?
If you can stand right along what would be the property line.
Yeah, and without staking, I'll do my best here, just assuming that property line will be kind of fence line here without having any kind of staking.
Yeah, so the fence will interfere with their deck by 3/4 of a foot. So
I'm kind of backing out here to more of a street view so we can see a little larger of existing.
Yeah, I don't see that there's a fence on this plan, but there might be. If so, then they will have to remove a portion of that, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
Yes, yeah. And that's something I wish we had either Stephanie or Latrice here to answer a little more of those, detailed pieces and some of the meetings with the community. And but unfortunately, they weren't able to join this morning. So you have the B team here right now.
Okay, can you walk along that? Walk straight ahead between the Chevy and the other car and down to where it
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
there's a full-size tree.
Yeah, yeah, you bet. So we're traveling at the south end of the property line here for the project, and I am walking east here back towards the Lafayette alleyway.
And it shows a fence. Okay, so that fence is wholly 1.5 feet on the property.
Okay.
So that fence is encroaching quite a bit.
Yeah, so we'll see, and that's something I'll note down here. And Mark, are you going to send kind of some meeting notes here from I can't really write and film at the same time, but that's something I will ask Latrice and or Stephanie about to see if those conversations have started with any of the neighbors here.
Yeah, and then that tree, it looks like that tree gets removed. And then it's got a manhole next to the, okay, there's what does that say? It says it's a catch basin right there.
Catch basin. I am not seeing any catch basins.
Well, that manhole, see that manhole? Is that a manhole? The blue thing?
No, that's just that's a summer reading challenge from the Grants Public Library.
Okay.
No manhole there. No, that's
I
just some debris.
The project is building a storm drain right along that to right in the center line of what would be the alley.
Okay, yes. Yeah, that would make sense because I want to say where I'm standing in the alleyway here will be the back parking lot of the project. And that's where, alley will kind of terminate into the southern portion of the property line here.
So then I need you to go do a 180 and walk the other direction to the other corner of the property. So if you could turn around.
Yeah, so now I would be heading, which I won't be able to walk any further here. So yeah, this is existing home here. I'll back up a little. So we're still facing east, and we're at about the center point of the project property line, being that Lafayette alley. So what I can do, Mark, is try to now I'm traveling back north towards Hall Street.
Adam, does the alley keep going to the other direction? Because it looks like
it does.
Okay,
the alley goes. Oh, now I'm facing south.
If you would walk that way.
Yeah.
So I can see there's another house you walk by. It looks like a garage.
Yes, yeah. And I don't have memorize the address numbers.
That's okay. That is address 1215 Lafayette.
Okay.
So you go down about 100 feet, 150 feet, and then it doesn't show the other garage. It shows the one you're next to now, and the fence. And then before you get to the other building, that's where the corner of the property is. So keep going south.
Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little close up here because they do have this posted 1215. This is the shed for 1215.
Right, that's on the Alta survey.
Okay, and that would be a Lafayette address.
And it shows the fence, and it shows 40 feet south from where you are to the corner of the property. And it shows another fence that goes perpendicular to you to your left. So I think before you get to those swing gates, right there where you're looking, I think that's the corner of the property.
Okay. And I can lift up here because there looks to be this looks to be a vacant property on Lafayette, or a double lot, because we have
the only thing there is the garage.
Okay.
And then it shows the house in the background, the beige house with the mansard roof. It shows that back there but that's
Okay.
on the same parcel,
Okay.
1215. Okay, so anyhow, you're standing near the property corner. So it looks like there's nothing overhead. Everything looks good. There's no utilities to move. So that's good.
Yeah. Very
And
good.
and their fence is actually not encroaching, so that's good.
All right.
Somebody will be happy.
Yes,
So
we like happy folks for sure.
so there's no way to go between where you are out to Lafayette. So
No, yeah, the fences would impede I'm not feeling quite nimble enough to jump fences. I haven't heard any dogs barking at me yet, so that's good. All of a sudden you hear me scream and start running real fast.
yeah, nowadays you can't run faster than bullets, and everybody shoots everybody now.
Right,
Oh,
right.
driveway, bang.
Well, I just hit the 50 mark, and I'm doing pretty good for 50. But I don't think I'm outrunning a dog, bullet, or anything. Now, my best case scenario would be to hit the ground, curl up in a fetal position, and
Okay, so
well, that's
it looks like you should be able to turn and walk. Yeah, walk through that. Oh, look, a nice cat.
yeah, so very friendly.
Okay,
So
so
far so good.
you should be able to walk through there towards Lafayette.
Yeah, and
And you're
so
walking. It shows another fence that doesn't, maybe it isn't there now. It shows a fence running from where you are up to Hall Street, but I don't see another fence.
yeah, that would be so we're in front of in the backyard of Mo's house, and it probably showed a white vinyl fence once upon a time. Here are probably
Yeah.
some leftovers from it, but yeah, they have taken this fence out,
Yeah,
and
you
this
can see
house,
it's just there. That's where the fence
yeah,
line was.
yeah. So they dug it all out. Yeah, you can see where the posts were here. So this home will be actually moved down the block. So they're going to physically move this house down, I think just straight down Lafayette, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so I'm walking east now, back to Lafayette Street.
And what's the, oh, that house is number 1201.
That sounds about right. If you say so, Mark. That I don't see any address on here. But yeah, this is Maurice Townsend's home here, so we're quite familiar. Maurice.
So then if you can go down, what is that? Lafayette.
Lafayette. Yeah.
We'll try to determine where the property ends.
Okay. So yes, I am now traveling down Lafayette, traveling south. We're past this home that we viewed from the alley. This is looking to be an abandoned home here. And then now we're to the east side of the 1215 Lafayette property.
Okay, so that house is going to be demoed.
That is, I can't answer to that one. I know the abandoned house that we just walked past before, 1215, is slated to be demoed. So that would be a question I would want confirmed from Stephanie and or Latrice.
Okay, and then we want to make sure that we have asbestos tests in that house at 1215 before it is demoed.
Okay. And if that once again is something you could respond by email or any kind of meeting notes here.
Okay, so there you go, proposed alley. So, what's the proposed alley? Oh, there it is. I see. Now I'm looking at I have the Alta and I have the plans up. So it shows, a catch basin and a storm drain right along the proposed alley. So can you see anything looking along that now? If you look along if you look, what direction is that? If you look west,
If I look west, yeah, I can only see just fence line that would bring us right to the alley. And just out of respect for the neighbors' homes here, I won't go onto their property. But I will lift this up here, and it's not really letting me zoom. Let's see if I can. No.
it shows the fence that's on your right. It shows that fence, 1.5 feet north of the property line where you're standing.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, there's stakes here.
Yeah, and then as you go the direction that towards the other houses back there, it transitions into where it's outside. So that whole fence will be demoed.
Yes, yeah.
Be demoed for the alley and the parking lot and the driveway and
Yeah, and then we have, so I'm back looking north towards Hall Street here. So believing these stakes here would be the far southeast corner of the project. Assuming the sidewalk will stay, or more likely be replaced, but this is the placement of the city sidewalk.
it shows all new sidewalk and removal of the drive approach and a new drive approach for the new entrance. So I guess that's demoed.
Yeah, that will be it. And I'm looking at their other state here. So this is the other side of proposed alley. It's kind of hard to see through the fence here. So, and then I'll do a little backup so we can try to get both stakes in the frame here. So those two stakes would be the proposed alley.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So the things that we see that I make sure of is the lead and asbestos tests in 1215. And in the garage of and then 1211 is going to be demoed.
Okay. So we're back to 1215. So I am once again traveling back north on Lafayette.
And where's the abandoned house again?
It sits directly north of 1215.
So okay, that's it there, right?
So what I'm showing right now is 1215. And then directly to the north of 1215 is the abandoned home, which I'll kind of pan out here a little bit.
Yeah, that's 1211.
Okay, yeah. So this one is abandoned. Got our mail carrier gets to join us here on the video. Hello. Good. How are you today? All right. So yeah, this is the abandoned home. And then I'll step out a little further so you can see it in relation to 1215 that sits just to the south of it.
Yeah, I was unaware that the house on the corner was going to be relocated. So that's great. So hopefully that work is in progress, and so that won't hold anything up.
That's correct. Yeah, and I can't. We can, if you shoot that question, email either to myself, Stephanie, Latrice, we can give you more of a schedule for that. So, but yeah, that would be some of the reasoning too of how we saw the fence being taken down. Well, yeah, that's something we can get a little more information to you on that and the schedule for the movement of that home. So,
Okay, so if you can go to the corner of
Yep.
Lafayette and Hall,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna take a screen grab of when you're there.
All right. And when I get there, Mark, do you want a picture looking south?
No, I want it looking along Hall Street, but a little bit of an angle. There you go, right? A little bit more south, looking a little more, yeah, that's good right there.
Okay.
Let's see, so control, print screen. I'm never very good with that.
No. Well,
Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I did it. Okay, good. I got that. So, okay, you don't have to hold still anymore.
all right. I'll start pacing again here. It's giving me a nice shoulder workout here. All right. So we have pretty much done a 360-degree of the proposed project placement.
Okay, let's do one more, and that's down, looking down the alley, so that I
All right.
can see the power poles.
All right. So once again, traveling west on Hall, this is the power pole that sits just on the west side of the Lafayette Alley, being fed from across Hall Street. And then moving down.
Adam, can you do a wide angle?
Is that any better?
No. Better to go back horizontal.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And
let's see.
now just pan up a little bit and pull back as far that there you go. Pull back a little farther and then go up a little bit more so that I can see the other pole to your right.
Okay, I'm zoomed out as far as possible.
Great.
Then,
Now tilt up. Okay, stop right there. And okay, got it.
Got it. All right.
All right. Well, I think we're done. The issues are the house fence along are the fence and deck along what house is that?
That would be on Cass.
Yeah, and okay, I got it. It's address is 1214.
Okay.
1214, and even has the person that owns it, Jackie Taylor.
All right.
So we got that, and we got the utilities to redo and the home to redo, and good. So that's not very much. That's no big issues.
Well, that's good to hear.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording.